Well, hello, Business 10 students. This is Mr. D, and I would like to welcome you to the Fall 2022 session of Introduction to Business here at Norco College. And again, my name is Eric Doucette. I'll be your instructor for the next 8 weeks. This is an 8-week class, so it's going to move quickly, and we're going to be covering a lot of material. But you should have by now watched my video on how to log into Canvas, and so I'm going to take us basically from that point on. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And this is my homepage in Canvas, or what we call our dashboard. And so when you come into our class for the first time, you're going to log into Canvas using the instructions I gave you in the other video. And once you're in Canvas, you're going to be on your dashboard. And so you'll see all the classes that you're taking here. These are all the classes I'm teaching. So I'm going to go ahead and enter our class, which is Business 10 38299. It's August 22nd to October 15th. And now you're looking at our homepage in Canvas, and this is where you should be able to navigate everything that you need to for our course. Now, right away, the best thing to do, and I'm not going to go there yet, is simply to go to the Start Here button and to select that. And once you select the Start Here button, it's going to step you through everything you need to know about the course. But I'm going to point out a few things before I select that, and that is this home page. Now, on the home page here, you can navigate everywhere that you need to go in our course. If you look at the left menu here on our home page, there is some buttons. There is home, there's announcements, there's modules, there's grades, there's a McGraw-Hill Connect link, which you'll only use if you're going to connect to the ebook. Through our course, there's some Zoom meeting things, and then there's some helps for you. If you need some help in Canvas, this is your first class you've ever taken, you might want to select that Canvas intro, and you can get more information about Canvas. Everything you see beyond that, you can't see on yours. It's on mine only, and they're got a little eyeglass here with a cross through it, which means that you won't be able to see those. The last thing that's on the list here is a library 24/7. So if you need access or help with the library, you can do that right here from your Canvas page. And again, I set this up with a navigation table so that you can get to whatever you need to get to. Most notably, the top line is what you're probably going to be using on a regular basis, and that is your syllabus and then the 4 modules that this class has been divided into. And each module is 2 weeks. So if you want to view the syllabus, you want to download the syllabus, just select the syllabus button right here. If you want to get to module 1, the first 2 weeks worth of work, go ahead and select module 1. If we're a couple of weeks into the semester and we're now into module 2, select module 2 based on the dates. Those are the current assignments that you'll need to focus on. I highly recommend that you use modules as you navigate the class versus using the due date items that will typically show up here to the right. So right now it says there's nothing for next week, but that'll soon populate with assignments that are due. And you can use those, just also go into modules because I added a lot of other additional material. There's PowerPoints in there for every chapter. Sometimes there's additional articles or even videos to watch on various subjects. Most of it's not graded. If it's graded, it should show up in the due date. But either way, it's quality and really beneficial information for you to get for this course. So make sure you use modules. You can also access modules on the left here as well, but that'll bring you to the very top of the page where if you select any of these 4 across the middle, it'll bring you to that module. It'll bring you to week 1 and week 2. It'll bring you to module 2, week 3 and week 4, module 3, weeks 5 and 6, etc. And then below that, you have a help button. So if you want to get help by me, all my contact information is in there. Also, if you want to just put open to an open forum and type a question, myself or students will answer that. There's also the phone number for Canvas in there. There's also a link for the help desk here at Norco College, a phone number for the help desk, etc. So if you need any help at all, just click the help button. Next to that is the textbook, and I'm going to show you here in a minute how to navigate to the textbook. But once you've registered for the e-textbook, there is a cost. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you want to use the ebook that's linked to the class, you can do that. I'll show you how to register for that in just a second. But once you've registered and once you've went there, you just need to click this picture of the book, and it'll bring you to Connect where the book is hosted. And then I'll show you how to get into the book once you get there. But that's another option. You have a little picture of a video camera here. That's going to be where I put all of our weekly welcome videos, announcement videos, things like that. If I do any teaching, which I'm not planning on doing any online sessions for this class, but if I did or do, they will be also hosted in there. And then there's a course details button next to that. The course details just tells you what the course is about, what book you need. There's also a quick handy dandy schedule in there of every week's assignments, but it's really nothing more than what you see in modules. So anyway, if you want to look at that, you can. And then next to that is my office hours link. And if you select that, I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's going to show you when I'm available for office hours. I'm going to be available in Zoom on Mondays and Tuesdays from 10 to 11. And then I'm going to be available in my campus office, physically available on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, the hours listed there. And so if you want to show up for my office hours on campus, just come to my office, AT 105, the ATech building. It's at the end of the IT building, or you can just meet me virtually Mondays and Tuesdays, and there's a link right here. You just select that link during those hours, and I will be in there to meet with you. So I'm going to go back to our homepage. Now that I've explained to you the best way to navigate our course and to get to the assignments, and by the way, let me real quick just go to one of the modules here, and I'm going to go to module week 1, and I'm going to show you here are listed all the assignments as well as some PowerPoint files so that you can view the PowerPoints as well as read the textbook. There's some assignments you need to do that we usually do at the beginning of every course. There's a pre-test on the topic of business just to see what you know. And then there's also a check-in assignment that lets me know that you're going to be participating in the course. It's really introducing yourself. And then there's a couple of assignments. There's a homework, a quiz, and then there's a discussion post. And the discussion posts, just so you know, are going to run every 2 weeks. So you have 2 weeks to do one discussion post. So there'll be 4 of them over the 8 weeks. And use week 1 to make your initial post, and then week 2 to comment on other students' posts. And I'll say this, that you may hate discussion posts. A lot of students don't like them. However, these particular ones, you're going to be writing me at the end of the semester going, man, I really enjoyed that video. And I promise you the things I have you do and the things I have you watch or read are going to be something that you'll be referring back to years from now. So don't skip on these. They're also worth 50 points, half the amount of it as an exam. So don't skip on those. Of course, there's a quiz on the chapters we'll cover, and then there's a homework assignment. On this first homework assignment, just so you know, there is a video that I did on this topic. So you just watch the video and fill out the form and submit the form. And you can do that by taking a picture of it. You can do that by scanning it. You can do it by trying to type the answers in on the downloadable form, whatever you want to do to get the answers back to me. I'm not picky. You can do it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back then to the home page. I kind of jumped ahead because the first thing you want to do when you come into our class is click the Start Here button. So click that. And this is going to give you a quick overview of the class and everything you need to know about it. So the first paragraph is kind of a welcome. There's a video link right there, which you're watching the video now. So you might be watching the video because you clicked that link. Either way, you're watching the video. There's a little bit about me. I have a bio link there if you want to read a little bit about my background and where I come from. That's your option. It talks about the course, what we'll be covering, the various topics of business. Of course, business is multiple different areas: finance, human resources, marketing, operations, leadership, motivating employees, all kinds of great stuff, distribution, promotions. So we're going to be covering all of that in a microscopic manner, or should I say in a broad matter. And then if you ever want to go a little bit deeper, you can take an HR class, you can take a marketing class, you can take an operations class, etc. So those are, but we're going to cover it all in business. We're going to talk about how to start a business, what are the ways you can form your business, how should you structure it internally, etc. So those are all the topics we'll be covering. This is an online class, which means 100% of your work is done on the computer, online. Accessing all of your assignments and everything are all going to be done in Canvas. Now, I know a lot of classes have Connect or MindTap or some third-party software that they use to do all the assignments. I don't do that. It's all built right here in Canvas, so you just need to do what's in the modules. The quizzes are right there. You just take them right there. You get the answers right there. So please don't go to any other party. Now, if you do want to register for the ebook, I do have a connection to that, and that's going to be the cheapest way, by the way, for you to get the ebook or to get the textbook. I think it's about $40 or $50. So you're welcome to do that. You're welcome to select this link right here, And you can actually learn how to register and access the ebook right there. So if you do select that link, I'm going to select it. It's going to open another page. It tells you exactly what textbook to get. We're using the 12th edition. You're welcome to get an 11th. You're welcome to get a 13th. It doesn't matter. But don't get the access code. You don't need to do that because you can pay for it right here for $40. And you can access the ebook. And I put a big ebook in all caps, red, right here in the middle. If you select that, it'll take you through the steps of registering for the ebook. And then once you get to the Connect page where the ebook is hosted, it'll look like this below, right here, this second picture. And there's a little picture of the book on the right side of the menu. And you just select that little link and it'll open the book for you. And then once you do all that the first time, whenever you select this ebook link or the textbook picture on the front page of our homepage, it'll bring you to this page right here in Connect that you're looking at. And then you can just select the book to the right. It'll open the book and you can read it. It'll usually leave you where you left off last. So if you're reading in chapter 1, you got through chapter 1 and 2, and then you select it, it'll start you in chapter 3, etc. So that's how you navigate that. Also, if you want to get a hard copy of the book, I have a link here to Amazon with the book already found in it. I also have a link to the Norco bookstore, which you can buy, I think, the 13th edition. But do not buy the access code because it's not worth it. It's just better to do it. If you're going to buy a hard copy, you don't need the access code. You're not going to need to access Connect at all because you have the book physically. And then if for some reason you're navigating all of this from your phone, now I know a lot of you like to use your phone, and this is going to be true of any page that you're on, but if you're trying to find how do I register for the textbook on my phone, just go to the top of any page on Canvas. Once you get into our class, you have to log into Canvas, and then once you get into our class, on any page in our class, if you just go to the top right, there's a little arrow, kind of see it right there, and right next to that is a little pair of eyeglasses or sunglasses. If you select that down arrow right there, it'll open up the menu. That's the same as the menu on the left here that you see on your screen. It's the same menu, so then you can select whatever you want. You can select the home screen, you can select the McGraw-Hill Connect, and if you select that, you can register for the book. So those are the ways in which you get the textbook, in which you navigate through the class, and that's the next thing I talk about is navigating the class. Best way to do it is to work through modules, as I mentioned. Just go to the home page. If you're ever lost, just click home page up here. If you're ever lost on your cell phone, just click that little arrow at the top right, as I mentioned a minute ago, select home, and you'll be back at the home page. And that's the easiest way to do it. But navigate everything from the home page, do all of your assignments that way, and it's the best way to do it. And so getting started in the class, the first thing I would like you to do is to read the syllabus. So please make sure you've read it. I'll refer, I might not always remind you of things the syllabus says, so I expect you to know them. And so, like, for instance, I had another class I taught at a different college, and the day the class closed on August 11th, but because some of my assignments were open until the 19th, students assumed that the class stayed open until the 19th, even though the syllabus, the course description, everything else said that the class closed on the 11th of August. They still thought it closed on the 19th, and so they didn't do any of their work, and therefore they didn't get a good grade in the class. So don't base it off of the assignments and when they're due. Base it off of the syllabus. So whatever the syllabus says is gospel. It's what we need to go by, and if anything changes, I'll let you know. So please read the syllabus. Next, watch the welcome video, which you're doing now. Next, take the Business 10 SLO pretest. So this is found in the very top of Module 1, but I also put a link right here in this page, so you can click that and actually do the assignment. Then complete the mandatory check-in assignment. This is introducing yourself. By the way, both of these first two, need to be done by Monday or Sunday the 28th. So this coming Sunday. They'll close after that. You won't be able to do them nor get credit for them. And then if you don't do anything by Sunday, you don't do the mandatory check-in by Sunday, I can drop you from the class, assuming that you're not going to participate. Step number 5, get the textbook if you've not done so already, and I gave you some, again, links where and how to do that, or you can just use the ebook. So go ahead and register for the ebook by using the link on the homepage. And then once you've done all that, go ahead and get started. Click Module 1, either right here or from your homepage, and then you're done. You can get started doing the work for that week. By the way, I also put the schedule down here. So at the very bottom of this page is the entire schedule for the the 8 weeks as far as what we're going to be covering and what you need to do. So that's pretty much it. I know this was a little bit of a lengthy 15-minute video, but I covered it all, and I'm looking forward to a great semester. Hopefully it answered a lot of your questions, and if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to get a hold of me either via email or by text. And all my information is found right here under the Help button. If you select that, it'll give that information to you. All right, have a great semester, everybody. I'll look forward to seeing you next week. I'll be sending out a week 1 announcement video, and so make sure you watch for that. It'll be coming on Sunday night or Monday morning, and first thing Monday, you should be able to watch that and know what to do for next week. But you can also just go to modules and you know what to do.